Good early afternoon on this dark, cloudy, thick, overcast, high up in the sky, as we've had light rain to moderate rain throughout the early morning and late morning hours, as we now start to see some peaks of sun burning through these clouds. As the darker clouds start to move off to the north and northeast and back off to the west, there seem to be dark clouds, but a little bit lighter and less threatening. As the sunshine breaks out, it's very sticky and humid and uncomfortable in a South Florida feel at a 77-degree temperature at 12:23 in the afternoon, on our way to the mid-80s, with potentially more showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon to pop up, right, as we get these lake breezes pushing in from the east. But here we have a quick coin update. This is Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind probability-based trading alert, right? And our new, if you want to email me, we now have 12 people on the registry to get our Vincenzo'S bullish or bearish indicators, right, short and long term. The one is going to be our Vincenzo'S long-term indicators, and our other one's going to be Vincenzo'S day trading indicators, because I'm going to vamp that to be more for day traders and swing traders, because this group does not seem to have very many long-term hodlers. You all seem to be more of the swing trader and day trader variety. Even though you all were telling me that you're long-term hodlers, I believe you are lying to me because you're too concerned about the day-to-day price. Then if you were a long-term hodler, you wouldn't be as concerned about it, right? But you guys seem very concerned about it. So that leads me to believe that you guys are day traders. And what I have, somebody just asked me about a coin, DGB. JD, log type follower and supporter of this channel, right? I don't know why I'm going there. He wants Digibyte. I feel like I do these coins every day. See, that's why I'm saying you guys are day traders. That's why that short-term indicator is going to be Vincenzo'S day trading. Vincenzo'S day trading indicator, because you guys are all fucking day traders. I just went over DGB extensively. So what probably happened is a bunch of you guys bought in on this FOMO that weren't already in and tried to buy a bottom, which is very difficult to buy. And in hindsight, it looks easy to figure out where a local bottom is when you're trying to play a 5 to 15% pump, because nobody got it down there unless they had a limit order. Most people would have picked it up in there, and then you would have, if you're not going to get the top, so say there, you're trying to fight into a 15% gain, but you don't know when this thing's going to roll over, or if, you know, so it's hard. It looks easier in hindsight, but it's very hard to do it out in front. So most of you guys probably started buying this back, some of you in there, and then more of you right there, and now you see it tanking, and you're like, what the fuck? But like we told you yesterday, we put this watch up. We have a day trade, or we have a watch here, a Vincenzo watch, on this lower brief support, because we set up here with the volume crashing, and the 4-hourly decides one candlestick, and then everything else is down, and everything before it was down. And then the moving averages were up here. We thought it would come down and back test now as brief underneath support on this downtrending line about 0.0428 something, right? And that's why we have a watch in there, and you see it's coming down into here beautifully now. And now what we're watching is to see if it can hold this and pop and come up to upper resistance, which this is major upper resistance up there at about 0.05, about 5 cents, 5.5 cents. Or if it can't hold this, it's going to crash through there and then hit this back as upper resistance and then go down lower, right? That's why we have a watch there. We're going to see how this plays out. Put that a little bit into the background. You can see it's hitting the moving averages now, trying to hold support, but it's being squeezed by a more major 100-day moving average in red above it, right? So we'll watch that for DGB. And as you know, Uphold, I don't recommend ever using that pile of garbage site, so I won't promote it. Our upper resistance is up here. Major upper resistance is up there But our target, our long-term target is the shit house, which is down here. I think we're coming to 0.011 something in the next weeks to months. Way down there. Right? And you say, well, how the fuck's it going to go way down there, Vincenzo? That's bullshit. Well, remember how improbable it seemed? Well, this is going to turn into a one coin update because I'm going to have to get back into work. Remember how improbable it seemed way up here when Vincenzo started sniffing out and detecting this for you way up there, right? We told you this was going to roll over. And all these other jabronis, I don't care what channel you go on, all these fucking jabronis and scumbags, we're telling you this was going to keep ascending, right? Because Bitcoin was supposed to be at, by the time we got into the future over here, Bitcoin was already supposed to be at 100,000. And this coin was supposed to keep ascending. And you're supposed to be at 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. It was the next Doge coin, right? You're right, it was the next Doge coin. It rolled over on itself, you know? So Vincenzo called this back here, and he said we're coming to the shit house. We're 3/4 of the way to the shit house in this bearish continuation pattern in the 4-hourly time frame. And then we broke down, and now we're in another bearish continuation pattern, which just so happens to be, now that we have enough data, a mini rising wedge, which those are bearish reversal patterns. We know that, right? Everybody knows with falling volume. Come on, what the fuck is this thing doing? Everybody here in my group knows falling volume, up and sideways price consolidation, whether it be after a bullish move or a bearish move, it's always bearish. So you could trade your way up to this overhead resistance, and then you fall over, and your target is the bottom of the wedge. So our short-term target would be 0.033 on the bearish, or 0.05 on the ultimate bullish. And then our long-range target is 0.0115-ish in the shit house, that red box. Like, subscribe, and share. I have to go back into work. This was a brief update. I got caught into one coin. I'll give you updates as I get home later on this afternoon and early evening. Peace and love. Peace and love.